Hey, fellas,
Hey, you ready to get nuked?
you ready to get fucked, guys? We're gonna be looking at this IntelliHub article. I like to call them IntelliTubbies, because that's a meme. But anyway, uh, over 13,000 deaths, 130,000 injuries projected if this week's Operation Gotham Shield's 10 kiloton nuclear detonation goes live from Lincoln Tunnel. Will the exercise go off without a hitch? So basically, this is the
That's what
IntelliHub
they're
article.
hoping.
Yeah, I suppose. Um, but this IntelliHub article written by Shepard Umbellas, whatever,
Doesn't
wrote
matter.
this article pretty much just going through the whole Gotham Shield drill, quote unquote, exercise that's going to be going down in the South Tunnel for the Lincoln Tunnel, man, the south entrance for that tunnel. They're talking about nuking it and blowing people up on purpose. Now, listen, me and Nas had differing opinions, but since the shit that's been going down in the past few days has made
Even
me...
just today.
Oh, yeah, not just today, but the past few days. Like, since Friday, it's been getting really awkward. It's really weird. Number one, did we talk about it in the last video?
A little bit, but we didn't get to get. We did it, last week? No?
Yeah, I think we did it on, like, Thursday or Friday. Pretty
Back,
much...
back before shit actually got real.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me go ahead and Google this shit really quick so I can just go through this pretty fast. So, power out in New York. So, pretty much we're going to talk about this really quickly because it happened 2 days ago. So, pretty much the power went out on 7th Avenue and 53rd Street. And if you know anything about the, obviously, the
Where
Gotham Shield shit.
Where that tunnel is.
Yeah,
as well.
pretty much that is exactly where the tunnel is. I mean, not exactly, but pretty close. And not only did the power go out in New York, it went out in LA and San Francisco as well. So, yeah, here's the original article, or is it? Power outages coincide in Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco. This is 10 hours ago, though. Is it still out? Oh, it says published 2 days ago, but on Google it says 10 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't. It's not out still. If it was,
Yeah,
there'd be.
no, it would be a massive problem. Anyhow, so yeah, that power went out, and it was on 7th Avenue and 53rd Street. I'll show you where it says that. Where the fuck does it say that? It's not in this article. I can't remember which article we used. Was it the New York Times?
Yeah.
I don't think we used the New York Times. Hold on. 7th Avenue Station at 53rd Street. So, like I said, 7th Avenue, 53rd Street. So, we're going to go ahead, get on Google Maps really quick, show you that real fast. 7th Ave, 53rd Street.
I think North Korea's missile is 10.
10 kilotons?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to zoom into this map with my broken mouse. Let's try to see if we can get this working here. So pretty much zooming in on the map. So yeah, Midtown. So supposedly the tunnel is being fucked with at this very moment. So 7th Avenue and 53rd Street, close to Times Square. Pretty much, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13 actually. 14, 15. And then we go 1 more, 2 more. So 17 blocks away from the Lincoln Tunnel. That doesn't sound like... I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. Pretty much, it's not that far away. So they weren't talking about the other 7th Avenue and 53rd Street because New York is fucking complicated for no
Yeah,
real
there's so many
reason.
streets and shit.
There's 2 53rds. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So 7th Avenue and 53rd Street, There's one in Brooklyn, but they were talking about the one in New York, New York. So, right near Midtown. So, pretty much in the Mecca of New York, the power went out. Pretty close to the Lincoln Tunnel, so it gives you a reason to be kind of like, what the fuck about it. I don't know if we ever talked about that, but pretty much this article from Intel Hub was basically going down the whole Gotham Shield thing, and quickly, if you don't know what it's about, they're supposedly going to set off a nuclear weapon.
Two nuclear missiles.
2 nuclear missiles, apparently. I don't know about the second one, but...
Yeah, there's going to be 2 duds and 2 real ones.
Yeah. So, supposedly, that's the story. They're going to be doing this drill. The DOD, the U.S. Northcom, NORAD, FBI, the FEMA. Am I missing somebody? I think I am.
NORAD.
Well, I said NORAD. The Mexican and U.S. Border military, and then you've got Canadian military, and I'm missing somebody. But, however, not important. It's basically in the document talking about a simulation of a nuclear drop, and pretty much, it's not.
There's a good chance that tomorrow they could be discussing a way to make North Korea the fall.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that soon.
Yeah, we will get to that soon.
And also, another interesting thing is there was a radio transmission months ago about April 26th, Trump.
Mm-hmm.
If you're familiar with that. And also, the 26th is a day when Chernobyl happened, among other events.
And it's also Melania Trump's birthday. But...
That hoe.
She ain't that bad. I feel like she's, like, one of the, like, typical president's wives that gets kind of, like, fucked with always. You know what I mean? Like, she's probably not a bad person.
Gets fucked with by Donald.
Mm-hmm. I remember that one video that I saw, like, I think it was from Cafe on Facebook. They had a video where, like, Donald Trump wouldn't hold her hand and shit. He would, like, yank his hand away from her and stuff. I feel bad for her because it seems like she cares about Donald, but he just doesn't really give a fuck. By the way, this tweet was from April 14th.
Well, they changed the date.
Did they change the date?
Supposedly.
Interesting.
I was looking earlier. It was not.
Really?
Maybe it was.
Yeah, there's one tweet that says it's from April 14th, but then others are like 8 hours ago and 6 hours ago. Anyway, either way, the actual, like, Gotham Shield, what they were basically doing to get all this shit lined up started on the 18th, so it would not be surprising that on April 14th they would have been doing something. But it says buses to PABT may be experiencing some delays due to the height tractor trailer in Lincoln Tunnel South Tube. The South Tube, as you can see on this map, is right about in here somewhere.
It's interesting that they did it last week.
Yeah.
No.
But basically, it is in the area that supposedly this nuclear, like, we saw one that we put in the other video that was basically saying that they were going to put it on the Lincoln Tunnel. Like, they were going to attach the nuke to the tunnel.
Yeah.
And there's been construction work down there, so maybe that's true. Don't know. Either way, there was a shutdown for the South Tube. All lanes closed, buses to Center Tube. Yeah, so that was a thing. We move on to our next little thing here. We're going to skim over some of this kind of quick, and other parts we're going to be stuck on it for a while. If you don't know what Gotham Shield is, please go to the video that I posted a few days ago.
We kind of went over it deeply.
Oh, yeah, we went over the whole thing, and we basically gave our opinions. This video isn't about that, though. We're just kind of linking shit to it. Because I haven't seen anybody else post about any of this, actually, which is pretty weird, but...
There's a few people that have, but...
A few people? Alright.
Yeah.
So, there was a bomb threat near the White House. Shuts down roads, nothing found, of course.
Which is still just the timing is just suspicious.
It is suspicious. So this article was written by Dan Taylor. It's on patch.com. It says Washington, D.C. Police have cleared the scene Monday afternoon after a bomb threat and subsequent suspicious package. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. Subsequent suspicious package?
I can't even speak anymore.
I can't speak either, but...
Been having that trouble for about a week now.
Yeah, sorry, people. Sorry that we're retarded. But subsequent suspicious package investigation shut down part of the 6th Street Northwest near the White House. The Washington Post reports that a man called and said there was a bomb in a building Monday morning in the 800 block of 16th Street Northwest. Police have been seen milling around the AFL-CIO headquarters in that area. Police have blocked off sections of 16th and I Street during the investigation. I don't know if that's a 1. It says I, so I'm assuming that it's I. One Twitter user reported to shelter in place due to the threat. The police later cleared the scene when nothing was found. So it was a fake bomb threat, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whether or not to... Well, yeah, just the timing is weird. But whether or not it was supposed to create a story and then the police were just like, okay, no. I have no idea. That could be a possibility. Seems weird that...
Timing makes me question.
Yeah. There's something weird about that. But there's a couple of tweets. There's a couple of pictures here. Matt Ackland, at Matt Ackland Fox 5. Police have section 16th and I blocked off near AFL CIO. Hearing suspicious package has been checked out. And there was this funny tweet from Sean Griffey that says, some people run towards a bomb threat. Others run away from it. A few walk by on their way to the food trucks. So he made it seem like he was already suspicious of it. He was just like, okay, this is nothing. Which is interesting, but they shut down that road, pretty much. Why I'm currently evacuated and stuck in Starbucks. Bomb threat near the White House area. Street shut down. And then they link to the Washington Post article. Image via National Park Service. So pretty much, yeah, they said that there was a bomb. There was no bomb, but the timing is very strange. It kind of seemed like they were going to make a story and then...
Just make a distraction.
Yeah, make a distraction story, but then the Washington police said, fuck y'all, there's nothing here. That's not surprising either, though, because, I mean, didn't they say that the White House was going to get a plane flew into it during 9/11 when all the other planes were flying into other buildings?
Yeah, and they didn't let them shoot things down because there was a drill going on.
Yeah, which involved NORAD. Anyhow, we move on to our next article, which is the one that we're probably going to be talking about the most here in this video. It's from Reuters.com. It's titled, Entire U.S. Senate to go to White House for North Korea Briefing.
Which is suspicious as fuck.
Which is suspicious. And this article doesn't have a name of who wrote it, but...
It's a legitimate source.
Yeah, it's a legitimate source, but there's no name to the article, so I'm assuming
Patricia...
Where?
Zingarli, I can't speak. So.
Where does it say that?
Bottom reporting by Patricia Zingarli. Jeffrey Benko is the editor.
Yeah.
So
there we are. Sorry. Anyway, it says top Trump administration officials will hold a rare briefing on Wednesday at the White House for the entire U.S. Senate on the situation in North Korea. Senior Senate aides said on Monday. Dude, I need to, like, slap myself in the face because I'm reading all this shit terribly. I'm sorry that I sound stupid.
Okay.
It was supposed to be funny. Jesus. Leave me hanging, dude. Anyway, it says all 100 senators have been asked to the White House for the briefing by Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis, excuse me.
Which has never happened before.
Which, they say it's rare. So maybe it has happened before?
Well, I mean, like, in our generation.
Yeah, in our generation.
They're like, fuck it, let's go to war right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But, yeah, pretty much,
Is this actually them just like, all right, we're gonna just ask Congress to go to war? If not, we're gonna nuke ourselves.
Well, it's almost giving me a hint of like Project Northwoods right now, to be honest, because
Oh, so
they've got Dunford, and he's the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
you
So
think
he's
that
the
they're just
chairman.
gonna think that they're gonna get like the Russians on our coast and say that and drop a
No, no, I don't think that's what's gonna happen because there there was another article that I guess we should have put up, but basically I'll run through the synopsis really quick. North Korea is talking about bombing one of our aircraft carriers. Um,
Oh, okay, I see where
that
you're
are
going.
near
Yeah.
North Korea. So, my whole thing was when they first said that the North Koreans, like, they were claiming that they were going to blow up one of those aircraft carriers. Me and Nas were talking about it before, and we were like, damn, well, that sounds like Gulf of Tonkin shit. That sounds like they're going to blow up this fucking thing to justify a war. So maybe that's what they're going to do here. Maybe they're getting together and trying to think of a way to justify having a war with North Korea, even though they haven't done anything yet. But within the article, it says, while top administration officials routinely travel the Capitol Hill to address members of Congress on foreign policy and national security matters, it is unusual for the entire 100-member Senate
Which is
to go
why
to such an event.
which is why I'm actually really nervous. But
Yeah, there's a cause for concern in this situation because
in North Korea's military day is the 26th, so it makes me wonder, are they going to go test a nuke?
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's so many like variables to this story where you can go and try to say that, okay, listen, Gotham Shield is going to drop a nuke. They're going to do it on purpose to test shit out. Or you can say that there's no nuke that's going to be dropped. It's just a drill. Or they could sit there and blame it on the North Koreans. Or they could say that there was an accident. There's like a lot of things that they could do. Or they could say the aircraft carrier was blown up and then they shot a nuke. So there's a lot of fucking areas you can go. I think they're just padding their story, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even think... I don't think 100 members of the Senate went to the White House today.
No, that's tomorrow.
Or Wednesday, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't think they're going to go, pretty much. Unless it's on C-SPAN. If it's on C-SPAN, I'll watch it.
Maybe
But I doubt it's going to be on, you know. Doesn't seem like it's going to be on anything. But we'll see. But anyway, to get through the rest of this fucking
Well,
article,
it's a top secret thing, probably.
probably. If it was so top secret, though, we wouldn't know about it. We wouldn't hear about it. Who are these? Who are these senior Senate aides that are talking about this shit, and apparently giving Reuters this information, or giving journalists this information anyway? Are they rogue?
Eventually.
It would be interesting to see.
I mean, a lot of people are those are the patriots.
Yeah.
You're rogue. You're the patriot.
Well, basically, this article is talking about how it's unusual for them to show up, and for those 4 officials to be involved, which are Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis, Director of National Intelligence Dan Coates, and General Joseph Dunford, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staffs.
So it's all the bigwigs.
Yeah, it's all the dudes that have power right now. I swear to God, I feel like Rex Tillerson is the one that's pulling the strings right now. I really do.
I don't think it's him. I think it's.
I think it is, man. He's a big oil man.
I'm not saying it's. No, I'm saying I think it's somebody else.
Yeah, he's a big oil dude. I mean, they basically got Trump in with his
money. I'm not saying it's Trump either.
Well, I mean, I just think it's him because he's the one that's been being Mr. Rambo about everything.
There's big interest in the government. That's why it's going on like this.
Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, Rex Tillerson is like literally one of the big interests.
I know, yeah, he does have the Russian connection. You're right.
Well, not only the Russian connection, but I mean, he was the CEO of fucking Exxon.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe there's an oil interest over there for him.
Yeah.
Or, well, you know, North Korea has a ton of minerals and resources, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
like a ton.
And they're unmined because North Korea does not give a fuck about any of that shit. They only care about the
Well,
weapons and shit.
I wouldn't say that, but
Well, if they did, then they wouldn't be in such dire straits because then they could sit there and sell that shit off to other countries.
I mean,
And they don't really trade with anybody except for China, so like what would...
that is true. They do have an arms industry though.
Well, yeah, of course.
An illegal arms industry.
But yeah. Either way, there's something fishy going on.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I really do think it's that Rex Tillerson guy, though. I really do. He was the one that was lying about the fact that when the United States launched all those Tomahawks at Syria's airbase, he lied and said that there was no discussion between the Pentagon and Russia.
He just did it.
Yeah, but then the Pentagon came out and said, "Oh no, we told them." So it seems like there's like either him and Trump are going completely rogue, or he's the one that's completely rogue.
Well, Trump's already gone rogue.
Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, like, they're going rogue so badly that even the government, who is corrupt as fuck, are even like, no, that's not what happened, guy. This is what happened. Like, it seems really weird. Like, I think this is, I mean, I probably said it a million times in the past, but I mean, I thought Obama was a dictator, but Trump and this guy are like legitimate dictators.
They'll probably, honestly, I could just see Trump just keeping himself in.
Yeah, I could.
Forever.
I could as well. I mean, Obama laid so much groundwork, though, with like...
For this, yeah, in his last few days, even.
Well, yeah, that and the fact that, like, the national preparedness thing...
And the NDAA, then...
Yeah. Like, all of that was really scary. Like,
I know.
President Truman, like, first started most of the shit that... Like, Obama took the original national preparedness thing, the military... I forget what it was called when Truman made it, but basically Obama added a bunch more amendments. It basically made him a dictator.
They added, you know what they added? They added internet stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know. They take over everything.
Yeah. Well, no, this isn't Obama's last day of office. He added, like, a bunch of internet provisions and such.
What did they do exactly?
There was something about stripping more privacy rights, and Trump went the extra mile to strip more out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, but I didn't ever see the Obama.
Yeah, it was a big thing, and that got ignored for some reason.
Oh, well, it's Obama. Obama was the poster boy. I mean,
I know.
Listen, what was his approval rating before he left?
I have no idea, but
it had to have been pretty high.
Hang on, let me look it up.
Okay.
He basically expanded the NSA powers further to share more stuff.
To share more stuff?
Yeah. So he signed an executive order. For the NSA.
Yeah.
They can share all the raw data with all the agencies.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that really before.
Well,
so essentially, he just went a step further.
That's pretty scary.
And I think it coincides with Trump.
Well, shit. I mean, of course it does.
I mean, it coincides with that Trump law that came out.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, they all fucking do that though. Like even Bush's stupid ass did some shit like that, where he was creating the.
Yeah, he was making it easier for Obama because they probably talked about it. Yeah.
Well, no, like they were working together. Like they were walking out of the White House together, and shit. Like after Obama got in, it was about the North American Union.
Yeah, what's ever happened to that?
It's already happening. It's already done. We are the North American Union. They're just not saying anything.
Yeah, I know that, but
I mean, I remember, like, I use this example all the time, which is pretty scary, but whatever. It's probably not the best argument to make in the entire world, but when, like, people try to talk about, oh, man, Obama was, like, a legitimate president,
He wasn't.
Well, no, of course, but here, let me get to this story real quick. So, like, when he was in Iowa, he was giving a speech. He wasn't in yet. He was running for office in 2008. And basically, he was in this, like, iron workshop, like, a place that NAFTA being, alive and well was fucking up their business. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get rid of NAFTA. Right? So, of course, those people that were there were like, fuck yeah, he's looking out for us. He's doing things that are going to benefit us. I'll vote for him. Basically later, the Prime Minister of Canada responded and was like, hey, are you serious? Because this will fuck us up. And Obama's campaign officials were basically like, no, that was campaign rhetoric. So that's the type of people that we're dealing with to begin with. And then we're also like, but the difference between Trump and Obama is like significantly different. He did stuff in his first like day of being in office that was actually a legitimately good thing.
And then he just went off.
Well, yeah, but it gave you this like false sense of like, okay, he's gonna do something good. And I almost tried to defend him for like 2 or 3 days, and then when he got rid of the EPA, it was over. I couldn't say anything else. Like, when he got rid of the when he got us out of TPP, I was like, holy shit, maybe this guy is legit. And I remember talking to you about it, and you were like, yeah, man, he could be fucking. That's how I think you sound. But like, me and Nas were basically like, okay, maybe this is a good guy. Not a good guy.
Nope.
Sack of shit. He will end up being worse than Obama, just because he's not as articulate as Obama. His campaign officials are not as articulate as Obama's.
They're a bunch of inbred businessmen.
Yeah, inbred businessmen. They're old white men. They're not smart like the black men.
Well,
Jesus. Anyway. Wow, this guy's racist. No, I'm just making a joke. Relax. We're trying to make this funny and also trying to give you facts, man. Facts, man. But anyway, U.S. officials have...
Fuck around while we're doing it.
True. U.S. officials have expressed mounting concern over North Korea's nuclear and missile tests and its threats to attack the United States and its Asian allies. President Donald Trump criticized North Korea's, quote, continued belligerence, end quote, and said its actions were destabilizing during a telephone call with Chinese President Xi. What? How do you say his name?
I have no idea.
You know what? Let's put this shit in fucking Google Translate real quick.
It's Z. It's not. It's. I don't even know, man.
Let's do Google Translate.
I couldn't tell you.
I'll let you know what it's supposedly supposed to sound like. Google Translate.
The point is, China's their only ally, and they're proving that very much. They don't want anything to happen because North Korea is their buffer state.
Yep.
Even though we all know that we're all interconnected.
Xi Jinping.
So it's Xi Jinping.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
I just gave up on trying to even pronounce his fucking name.
Oh yeah, man. I know. But basically, Donald Trump said that North Korea was destabilizing in a phone call with President Xi Jinping.
Well, honestly, North Korea's the only reason they're stable is because of China.
Well, yeah, of course. China was the one that was helping them out the most, but that kind of makes you think, what the fuck? I don't know, man.
I want to know what happened between the transition between the Soviet Union and China, but that's for another day.
Yeah. It's weird, dude. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I have an idea.
Something is weird, that's for sure.
Because but Russia isn't even that involved with them either.
Well, yeah, of course not.
But.
Well, supposedly, excuse me, the briefing is going to take place at 3 p.m. Tomorrow. House aide says they were working on, or they were working with the White House to set a similar briefing for members of the House of Representatives. So basically, they're getting everybody together. Yeah, that's what it says at the very bottom of the thing. If that's the case, then
We're going to war.
Boy, watch out! Ron Paul's gonna drop some knowledge.
He already did.
Oh, I know.
He was saying something about Iran.
Yeah, he was. Well, I remember when they first bombed Syria. Like, you sent me that picture, but then I went and looked at his quote, and he was saying, like, hey man, don't be fucking fooled. This is Iraq 2.0.
Yeah, North Korea is about to be Iraq 3.0.
Well, yeah, but here's the difference between Ron Paul and Tulsi Gabbard, because I mean, we both like Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, she's pretty
fucking dank, but
she was talking shit on the whole Syrian war. So.
Oh yeah, I know. And what was interesting was, actually, I want to try to find that article again because this can kind of coincide with it, because it was. I don't know if it was all confirmed or not, but the Syrian people did not bomb their own people.
Yeah.
By the way, they didn't gas attack their own people. I don't know if it was confirmed, but they sure acted like it wasn't them. It was the rebels.
Our rebels, by the way.
Yeah, our rebels. So,
ISIS.
It was interesting because I remember people were saying on the r/conspiracy, the subreddit, that it was interesting that, ISIS came in immediately after we, bombed their airfield. They've done that before, too.
Actually, and you know what was funny about the whole bombing? They didn't even destroy the airfield.
Oh, yeah, no, they barely fucking hit it. Yeah, I remember watching that shit. I was listening to that guy's Translate video where it was one of the Russian...
It was the Russian he was the director of the military or something.
Yeah, he was like a general of some sort.
I don't remember his title.
I don't either.
It's not really that relevant right now.
Yeah, it's not relevant. But pretty much, the guy was basically showing like pictures and evidence.
Proof, yeah.
And he was like, they barely fucking hit this thing. So,
Don't believe your government.
Yeah, they were basically like, if you really think that these guys are going to be able to take on war with, people who actually know how to do war, then you better watch out, man, because y'all are going to be fucked. And then, of course, the United States has now moved on to a different target. Now they've moved on to North Korea, where everybody hates North Korea, so they're like, okay, let's take out North Korea. They'll move on to Iran next, but that's not the point. The point is...
7 countries in 5 years.
Yeah, let's get it done. Ronald Reagan! Anyway, that's what my dad calls Donald Trump. He's like, he's the closest thing to Ronald Reagan that's ever been Ronald Reagan. And I was like, yeah, they came from the same, place. They're both fucking actors. Like, good job, man. Ronald Reagan was, a sack of shit when it came to, military stuff, but he was, a decent fella outside of it. He was a little bit weird, though. I don't know if there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about, Ronald Reagan.
And then there's Trump.
Yeah, now there's Trump. He's Ronald Reagan 2.0. We're gonna attack everybody that says anything mean to us. If you bring up that my hands are small, boy, you better watch out.
We're gonna nuke your dick all the way to...
I'm gonna make sure that you pay.
We're gonna nuke your ass to Antarctica.
Yeah, Antarctica. We're gonna melt Antarctica with our nukes. Anyway. Bring on the next Adam and Eve flood. Or what? Adam and Eve?
Don't know.
Noah's flood. Fuck. That would have been crazy if I would have forgotten that. Anyway, but yeah, they're setting up for some sort of weird situation. I wonder how many senators will come out and say that they're not going to show up.
None, probably. They're probably forced.
Whoa, how do you know that?
I don't, but I'm just thinking that.
I don't think you're forced to go to anything. Because I remember when fucking Gabbard, she's the 2nd district representative for Hawaii. She's a fucking baller-ass politician. She gives a fuck about liberties, unlike most Democrats.
He hasn't been bought and paid for yet.
Yeah, not yet. But she probably won't be either. But what was interesting was when the Syrian government was basically being blamed for this gas attack based off of no evidence whatsoever. She was basically saying, hey, listen, I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I don't know who did what, but I don't think the Syrian government would bomb their own people, and it turns out they didn't. They didn't bomb their own people. But before that, they were basically denouncing her, which they've done before. Like, I don't know why she still stays in the Democratic Party, to be honest with you.
She has no choice. It's like Ron Paul.
Yeah. I mean, Ron Paul stays in the Republican Party because he says he's, like, legitimately a Republican, though. Like,
But he's a libertarian.
Well, yeah, he's a libertarian Republican.
Yeah.
Like, that dude ran underneath the Republican
banner. Well, that's the only way he was going to be able to do it.
Well, yeah, also that, and he would basically say in the debates, I'm a Republican. Like, I am a Republican. I don't like how you guys have said that you're Republicans and you're not actually Republicans. Because he was, bringing up big spending and the, deceit and all that shit.
He just blew everybody out of the fucking water. But...
He was the dude. Like, I wonder if he would have gotten into office if he would have been bought out. I doubt it, dude. That's a good man. I wish he would have gotten to presidency, but whatever.
They would have murdered him, though.
Yeah, probably.
They wouldn't have let him get there.
So, let's get back to Gotham Shield, though, for a minute. Why does all this shit matter in comparison to Gotham Shield? Well, there's not a lot of evidence right now, but you can put a lot of this shit together. Number one, on the 14th, that New Jersey Transit tweet, 14th, 2017, April,
Whatever, yeah.
They were saying, hey, there's some weird shit going on. They shut down the Lincoln Tunnel.
Which is weird, and the power went out the other day.
Yeah, and the power went out the other day, which... 3
different cities.
Yeah, we saw that. Shows you on the map where the power went out. Just up here, right down here, all that great shit. Now, what is interesting is this is supposed to be a drill, right? So we have the bomb threat near the White House. That could have been used to distract people. I guess the Washington police isn't bought out yet because they said that they found nothing. The story is over. They're not going to be using it anymore unless they're going to be saying, hey, listen, there was a possible bomb threat in the White House. This means terrorists are everywhere. Like Fox News and CNN are going to do something goofy like that. And then we've got the entire U.S. Senate, to go to White House for a North Korea briefing. So... I don't think that they're going to get every U.S. senator in the fucking building and be like, hey, listen, this is how we fuck this shit up, and this is how we start a war, because obviously that's not how you do it. If you want to start a war and get away with it, you basically do it the way that, what's-his-face did it with Iraq, Colin Powell. This is not that. They're probably going to be displaying fake facts and acting as if they're real to justify a war with North Korea. It's going to be based on whether or not these U.S. senators are retarded. And if they're not retarded...
Well, they're probably bought and paid for.
Well, yeah, true. But if they're not retarded, then they'll basically be like, okay, listen,
There's
you're
a
retarded.
5% chance of that being likely.
Yeah, I doubt it. Considering the amount that they hate Trump, like, there's going to be a lot of Democrats and there's going to be a lot of Republicans in the same room. Maybe they all shoot each other to death.
Be awesome.
That'd be fucking weird. Damn, you said that'd be awesome. I don't want people to die, but it would definitely fix some problems. Like, there would be some issues fixed. It sounds like Trump isn't even going to be there, by the way. It's just going to be Rex. It's going to be Jim, it's going to be Dan, and it's going to be Joseph. All of which are prominent people. Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, Director of National Intelligence, and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. The only reason why I think that's suspicious at all is the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Rex Tillerson being there. Otherwise, I don't really care about the other two. But they've got Secretary of State. He makes a decision based off of what Donald Trump would want him to do. Secretary of Defense would basically talk about, okay, this is how we're going to do this. The National Intelligence Director would basically say, this is what I know. And the Chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff, would basically sign off on all of it. So that's what we're looking at here. Whether that goes down the way that it is, I'm thinking that it will. I have no idea, but it's definitely weird that we have foreknowledge that the Lincoln Tunnel was getting fucked with. We have a bomb threat near the White House, and then we also have Gotham Shield going down, which they are supposedly saying that there's going to be a detonation on Wednesday. With also the power outage in New York.
And then we have this.
Then we have this
radio transmission, which you should probably play.
Oh, yeah, I will. I haven't heard this, actually. I haven't seen it anywhere. I didn't hear about it until everybody else started talking about this.
I've heard about it like last year.
Mysterious broadcast that hijacked emergency alert systems in September 2016 allude to something happening on April 26th involving Trump. Okay, well, we'll play this. Playing it right now.
It's just playing on the radio on a random day. And apparently if you reverse it, it says World War III.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From April 26th. 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 From April 26th.
That's weird.
Yeah. What?
Is there more?
Something ain't right. And apparently there's... My God. Are you...
What's happening?
We are getting some news now from Capitol Hill that all
no
100 U.S. senators have been asked to the White House for a special...
What happened exactly?
New York has no air traffic around it. That's not normal.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
Airspace over New York City, New Jersey almost cleared entirely of aircraft. Okay, let me look at this picture here. So basically it's showing the map, showing the Lincoln Tunnel. Basically where I was looking earlier. So 50 West 72nd Street is all the way up near Manhattan, near the Upper West Side. Okay, anyway, so looking on this picture here, gonna zoom in a little bit so we can get a clear look at what we're looking at here. It says N270 EV ExpressJet Airlines Incorporated, Atlanta, Georgia.
That doesn't
United
matter.
States, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I'm just reading it just to make sure that everybody can see it. It's from ExpressJet. Shows all the altitudes. It says route. Aircraft is not transmitting its call sign. Interesting, no. User tag, no. Flight count, no. Message count, 2,579. Time tracked, a day, 21 hours, 56 minutes, I'm assuming. Or is that just 1 hour, 21 minutes, 56 seconds? Either way. So it's basically showing nothing.
It's weird. Not normal.
That could be because of NORAD. Actually.
That could also be because they're planning.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It could be NORAD because NORAD is involved with Gotham Shield, which if you don't know what Gotham Shield is, go to my channel, watch the video. We talked about it. We talked about it at length. We gave our opinions. We looked at a Snopes article. We looked at a bunch of shit. So basically, that picture is showing that there's no air traffic in New York right now, which is also suspicious. There's no planes in the air right now. Maybe that's because they're waiting on NORAD to do something. Oh, and I forgot. Fucking Northcom is involved with Gotham Shield. That's the agency that I forgot. It took me 30 fucking minutes to remember that. Anyway, I have no idea what's going on, but in my brain, they're making up stories. We see knowledge that they're fucking with the Lincoln Tunnel. We have Gotham Shield going on, and now we have this added on top where there's no aircrafts in that area. So, yeah, man, something's going on, but what is going on?
Wish I could tell you right now.
I would love... we need to pay attention to this. We'll make another video if we find anything out. But if the House aides said that they were working with the White House to get the House of Representatives involved, then maybe they're going to be describing what's going on with Gotham Shield.
Maybe. Or North Korea.
Well, yeah, maybe they're going to fucking tell them that, hey, man, this is what we're doing.
We're just going to bomb them.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
We have no idea. We're just speculating right now.
Yeah, this is a pure speculatory video.
But we don't like what we see, so...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But something's happening, but I'm going to play that audio again of that video because...
Trump will go April 26th.
Yeah.
From April 26th. 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 From April 26th.
So Trump, April 26th.
Yeah.
So this was in September of 2016, and actually, I wish I still had that PDF on me right now. Actually, I will look in here really quickly. Let me go into my phone because I just was looking at the PDF. I was showing it to my mother actually, to try to tell her what's gonna go down. But pretty much, to go back over what is gonna be happening, the exercise for Gotham Shield was from April 18th to May 5th. Within FEMA Region 2, which is New York and New Jersey. Let me go ahead and go to the timeline here. So let's see if there's anything for April 26th that they listed. They didn't list anything for April 26th. They listed stuff for April 25th, though.
Yeah, 26th is when the North Koreans are testing their missiles. Is what's interesting.
Well,
supposedly.
Here's the thing. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it says for Gotham Shield under exercise conduct timeline. I will put the drive link to this PDF in the description of this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But it says Gotham Shield 2017. It's listed under response. Monday, 24th April. It says D underneath that. It had a circle that's red. I guess that's them getting everything ready, saying that it's going to be that day that the detonation happens to make people look crazy. But it says Wednesday, April 26th. It has FEMA, IND response plan, Ardent Century, Fueras Amigas, Vibrant Response, Stomp Mako,
right.
and Prominent Hunt. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't it crazy? So within Wednesday, April 26th, it says New York and New Jersey's EOCs activated. Limited local New York City Core Command Operation Cells operational, and it says Simulation Cell operational. So I don't know what the fuck all that means, but depending on what they listed it as, basically everybody's going to be working on April 26th, which is different from Tuesday, April 25th, which is also different than Monday. So on Monday, NRCC and Northcom are going to be working. Tuesday, NRCC, IMAT, New York City OEM, and Northcom are going to be working on the 25th. Now, the 26th has the NRCC, IMAT, New York City OEM is not working on that day. New York State, New Jersey State, and Northcom are going to be working on that day. Northcom is going to be working on every day there. Basically, we have no fucking clue what's going to happen on, April 26th. Trump.
Wish we did.
April 26th. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, but whatever is going to happen, it's going to be fucking weird. Like, it's going to be strange.
Hopefully nothing, but it's not going to be that probably. Tomorrow we're probably going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to war.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm thinking we are.
But this whole Gotham.
This has never happened before, so.
Yeah, and what's interesting is Gotham Shield. Literally started on that day. I'm pretty
And
sure.
then all this shit just came down the pipe.
Yeah, all this shit is just right here, right in your face.
Yeah, so, my opinion is I've obviously been saying we're going to be going to war. I still hold the opinion that we're going to get nuked.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just not. There's also a drill in DC. Holy fuck.
Yes, supposedly. I haven't looked into that one.
I don't want to.
Let me see what they had on September. This whole thing was pretty, like... The timeline that they have within the PDF, it's this planning timeline. It's...
I know it started, like, last year.
Yeah, it was definitely, like... It was in July when apparently all that shit started going down. Which was Vital Archer, which I believe, if I go back through this PDF very quickly, to see who is what, because they basically explain who's what's
that shit, like, MK Ultra, too. Like, MK Ultra stuff had those types of messages.
Yeah.
There's some, like, maybe they're activating people.
Maybe. Let's see. Where's that page that basically, like, went through who everybody was? I can't find it for some reason. Give me a second. Shit, I can't find that page. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Jesus. Okay, so Vital Archer is the DoD. Vibrant Response is U.S. Northcom. Fuerzas Amigas is the United States and Mexico's annual cross-border military. Ardent Century is NORAD and U.S. Northcom's major annual exercise focused on defense support or civil authorities, rather. Prominent Hunt is the DNDO, and Staunch Maple is the Canadian Joint Operations Command. Listen, man, shit's going weird. I don't know what's happening, but basically, during September, they were not doing anything with Gotham Shield, so maybe that's what they were doing. They were, like, trying to... Like, somebody was trying to inform somebody somewhere that this shit was happening. But it is the emergency alert stations, which is interesting. Seemed like
somebody could have hacked them, but...
Well, yeah, true, but it also seems like somebody who was running it could have just been like, okay, listen, I gotta tell somebody. I gotta get this shit going.
It's interesting how it just coincides with all this.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you don't really make a prediction like that unless you don't, like, know something. You know what I mean? It's hard to... If you just put Trump April 26th, like... You gotta know something weird. And they didn't want to put it out that long. I want to know how long that lasted for. Like, somebody needs to find the, like, video unedited.
I think that is... Oh, I can find it for you.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
There was... But, hang on. You need to watch it forward and reverse.
Oh, in reverse?
It says something about World War III.
I haven't heard it in reverse.
Oh my god, this is just creepy as all hell.
So.
From April 26th.
Hold on. I can't hear what the fuck that's saying. Just seems like somebody who's trying... Yeah, supernatural in truth for Christ or whatever the fuck. I don't like these channels when they're, like, talking about the Illuminati and being like, oh yeah, you know, it has always everything to do with Jesus. Like, relax, dude.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about all this, though.
Yeah, I know.
I've been at wreck. I've seen black helicopters flying around, man.
It went on for about 5 minutes or so and simply repeated over and over, Trump will go April 26th. Trump will go 26th?
Yeah.
In this video, I take the clip of the original audio and I play it in reverse. If you can make anything out of it, please let me know in the comments below. Okay? I want to hear it uninterrupted. Okay, there's a link to the original video. Nice.
From April 26th. 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 from April 26th, from April 26th, from April 26th, from April 26th, from April 26th.
Pretty weird, eh? Let's listen to it backwards and see if there's something in it. Okay. It sounds like to me it says Trump will go to war.
I know everybody has a different reaction.
Trump will go 26th. This starts World War III is clear as day. I didn't hear that. This will start World War? Let me hear. Hold up. I mean, it kind of does sound like it says this will start World War.
And
Forward.
I think we're on to some shit, though.
Trump will blow 26th. I hear Trump April 26th, in my opinion.
I hear it, too.
I don't hear no fucking...
Oh, if you put it in reverse.
Yeah. It does say something weird. Hold on. You know what? Actually, let me go ahead and... There's an app that you can get on your phone that plays shit backwards in real time.
You could just do it in Sony Vegas.
Well, yeah, of course, but I want to do it on my phone instead. So we can... Just real time, man. Just real fucking time. You know? Get this shit rolling. Audio backwards. Play audio backwards. Yep. Okay. Reverse music player. Reverse talk. I think that was it. The app that lets you talk in reverse. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So yeah, I'm downloading this right now. We're gonna fuck with it just because for fun. And we'll see what's gonna go down. So it's installing, everybody. But I do think it's kind of interesting that I usually don't listen to videos like this.
Yeah, I don't either, but...
Because I usually think they're full of shit.
I'm not sure here, once again.
I don't know. It seems like everybody's always grasping for something fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Trump, April 26th. Okay. So let's see. The fuck? Hold up. That don't sound like shit to me, man.
That's how I heard Marshall.
Trump, April 26th. Okay. So, let's go ahead, reopen that whore again, and, basically, since we thought it sounded like Trump, April 26th, other people will say Trump will go 26th, so let's do that. Trump will go 26th. Okay. I don't know about all that. Maybe it's just because it's not the right tone and shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's probably not.
Kind of seems like you would be able to do it either way, though. Like, even if it is a different tone of voice. Like, if it's still the same words, then I don't understand why it would be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I heard baked beans for Christmas. Sounds
Well, when you're in
that
war,
means World
that's...
War III when played backwards. Sounds like will result in war. That I did kind of hear that too, to be honest. That's what I heard first, honestly. Like, it said something about war.
Yeah, in reverse it says World War III.
Now, I hear this will result in war, quite frank, to me at least. That's me, though. Everybody's gonna hear it a different fucking way. That's like, you know how people, like, try to bring up, like, ghost voices and shit?
Yeah.
Same shit. You're just looking for whatever you want to hear. I don't think it should be important, though. I think that kind of clouds the judgment of everything. What's more interesting is the fact that it says Trump fucking April 26th to me.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's more important. But I don't know, man. I think it's kind of dumb to reverse shit. So I'm not even going to pay attention to all that. What I am going to be paying attention to is whether or not that meeting goes down with the 100 senators and how many actually show up and if they're required to show up or not or whatever. But also, if you're within the New York and New Jersey area near the Lincoln Tunnel,
watch the fuck out.
Yeah, you should probably leave. And I mean, leave for real. Even if this shit doesn't happen and we're all fucking crazy and dumb,
which I hope we all are, but...
Well, yeah, I do too, but I think you should leave, at least. Kind of like how that Snopes article said in the video that we made about Gotham Shield. You should probably leave if you think this is gonna go down, and even if it doesn't, you avoided something.
But it's just everything is just so... This has never happened before, so...
Yeah, it's all brand new.
I mean...
It's hard to know what's gonna happen. But we'll all see what's gonna happen here in a
day or two.
2 days. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Even if Trump goes to war, that will tell you something, because at least somebody knew in September of 2016.
It had to have been an insider.
Yeah, it had to have been somebody that knew something.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll know soon enough.
We'll know by Wednesday whether we got fucked.
Yeah.
I don't think we did, but what do I know?
I don't know. I don't know anybody. Anyway, that's the end of this fucking video. We'll keep y'all updated. We'll see we'll talk about.
We'll probably have one Wednesday if we're not nuked.
Yeah, true. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye!
Love you all.